Hello, this is a sideshow, and I'm Theodore Parker, and today is Friday, September 2nd, 2022. First weekend to the month of September, 20 more days for the year. Right now, around here, the temperature is about 63, going up to 86. The air quality is good. UV is low, and pollen is low. Still got the mask. Hope you got a couple on hand. Better to need them than have them, than not have them and need them, so forth and so on. Headlines today. Heading to the weekend, I really wasn't sure, I guess, after having looked at the headlines, I did run across one article which I thought I could feature, but I'll get around to that. As it stands right now, 4 dead, 8 injured after passenger van overturns on Palisade Interstate Parkway in New Jersey. That was carrying one of those Ford 350s. And somehow or another, at the bottom of the article, it mentioned a 22-year-old that was wanted for attempted murder. I'm not sure if he was driving, was the cause of the accident, or what the situation was. Biden's speech walks a fine line in its attack on MAGA Republicans. For a long time, I did not know what MAGA, M-A-G-A, stood for. Saw it on the hats, all red with the letters and everything. Make America Great Again. Republicans. One of Donald Trump's slogans. Since I didn't see the speech last night, I can't give you any first-hand reports, but I did see the preliminary trailers, as you might say, preliminary videos discussing it, the soul of the nation and things of that nature. And I guess from my side of the fence, since a lot of it, I understand, was addressed towards Trump and his activities, I understand that most politicians are lawyers. And in Trump's case, it seems like he goes out deliberately to try to find every law that he can break that would get him attention and keep his name in the headlines. So although we can't just literally stop talking about the man, it would behoove me to be that he enjoys his time in the spotlight based on sensationalism. So that being said, this is the time for elections and votes, and not only here in this country, but around the world, which reminds me that there was an assassination attempt on the president of Argentina. Florida middle school assignment on stolen 2020 election and media bias goes viral. So the bottom line was that the spokesperson for this particular school district in Florida, Bradenton, I believe it is, said that this was not a part of the school curriculum, but it was given by a substitute teacher. Probably has some ultimate plan in mind, but it did give 2 examples of what was possibly going to be discussed in the assignment. Trump claims 2020 election was stolen. One statement. Trump falsely claims 2020 elections was stolen. So the explanation is that if you include the word falsely, then you're prejudicing your audience to a certain mental position without providing them with any facts. There you have it. Passengers keep airdropping news, and airlines apparently don't have a plan. So apparently, on one of these airline flights, every once in a while you'll catch a video of somebody doing this, and also the infamous Mile High Club. So they say. But now, passengers within 30 feet of each other have the ability to drop news of various parts of the human body. So the pilot, aware of this, steps out over the speaker and says, "Stop, or I'll just turn the plane around and we won't go anywhere." So that seemed sufficient enough at the time, but it was a spur of the moment decision because there was no plan in mind. Former porn star Nana Rose blasted NBA player that got her pregnant in a new Instagram video. And fans believe it's Kevin Durant. So, first time I'm hearing about it, so I don't have too much to say, but it says former porn star. So she opened up with the fact that it was a player on the Nets team that was a Libra. And it just so happens that Kevin Durant is on the Nets team and is the only Libra there. Of course, another name is dropped into the hat, Blake Griffin. Seems to have dated Lana at some point. But as to who the father is, she's calling that name. So, an assortment of headlines for today, Friday, September 2nd, 2022. The one I'm going to leave you with is a story by a woman about a woman, and it's about dating apps. So, which is a little bit different than just messaging and Instagram and things of this nature. A bona fide, legitimate dating app for the purposes of dating. So, man meets woman, woman meets man. They get along online enough where they get up the courage or get up the attitude where they want to meet. So the person who's writing the story says about the woman who's telling the story that she's had many dates, been engaged many times. So for her, this was nothing unusual per se, but it was the first time that she really got excited from the way this man was carrying himself online, et cetera, et cetera. So she's anticipating this thing might really, go the way. He might be the one. So apparently he's, physically attractive to her and vice versa. So they decide to meet someplace to have dinner and then go dancing and so forth and so on. So she's thinking that he's going to have on, this type of wardrobe suit, maybe even a tie, dressed to the nines, so to speak, razor sharp. And she puts on that cute little black dress. So anyway, they get there and they have dinner, then they go to the club. And apparently, because of the lights of the club on the dance floor, his teeth started going green. So she presumed that he had false teeth, and from there her mind extrapolated to the fact that she could see him every night taking his teeth out, putting them in that little jar, and her being stuck with him for the rest of her life doing that. So the mental image was so strong and so overpowering that she excused herself to go to the bathroom, went out a side door, and kept on going. But strangely enough, she didn't have any contact with this man again, and he didn't text her to find out why she left. So there you go. So the writer says, well, at least I might have texted him one more time. Anyway, it's Friday, September 2nd, 2022, Labor Day weekend, last holiday of the summer, holiday break of the summer, heading into the fall. This is a sideshow. I'm Theodore Parker. That's it. Hashtag.